Okay, so I did buy some parts, and I really honestly don't know what year this saw is. So what I did was I bought a couple of things because I bought a couple of recoils. The newer version and the later version, which has the single sticker, the little tiny sticker, and then you got the big sticker. Which I know that both of them would probably match the color scheme going here, but I know it's not going to be exactly the same color because I had to buy the aftermarket clutch cover. Yes, it's aftermarket. I have looked for an original one. I've been trying to look for one, but I can't find one. They're really hard to find. Especially if you do find one, you're gonna pay like 200 bucks for one, and I only paid $24 for this one. So, yeah. Tell you something else is really hard to find too is an original dog set for this saw. That's pretty hard. I paid, I think, 15 for this one, and I think I paid 25 for this one. So I know that the later one will match the color scheme a little bit better, and I know that this one will match the tank because of the tank color. I've not even cleaned it yet, and I already know it's going to match. Got an aftermarket top cover. This is aftermarket. It is not Husqvarna because if it did, it had a little H right here, like on the original. The original one is it's usable. See the color on the inside? That's what I wish that this was. But is this usable? Yeah, it's usable. But I'm not going to use it. I'm going to clean it up and see if someone might need this. I'll probably donate it to someone, but I am going to use the screws out of it, so they're not getting the screws. I paid 20 bucks for this top cover on Dukes. It's pretty flexible, kind of like the original ones, but the first one I ever bought like this was really stiff. And you know, whoever he's getting to make these, or whoever he's buying them off of, this is a really good job, whoever did this. So I kind of went ahead and bought an original top cover for about 60 bucks. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep all the costs down on this because of so many of the parts that are actually on the saw. So I'm gonna go with the later one instead of the early. I mean the late. Well, the early version instead of the later version. I will keep this around in case I run into another one. But I did do this. This is the aftermarket one. So, and I only paid 16 bucks for this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm turn the guts out of this one to put in this. Because, I mean, I know that spring's probably good, but I'm going to use everything out of here to put in here. And if I actually need this one day, I'll have it as a backup. I'll just have to buy the gut kit for it, which is not that expensive. Probably like 8 bucks. Bought some ABs. These were like $6, which was pretty cheap for that. I have not checked to see if this thing has spark, and I don't know if it does yet. It seems like when the weekend comes, I've got other personal things to do besides working on the saws. But I figured I'd do an update video to the 288 and the 394. I have purchased some parts for the 394. I'm just waiting on them to come in. But you know, today's Sunday. I'm going back out to work, so I'll have to wait till next weekend to post another video for you guys. Hopefully next weekend I won't have anything I'll have to do, so I'll start breaking this thing down and taking it apart, cleaning it, you know, see how bad it actually is. I do know that I'm going to need a new handle because that one's being all to pieces. So what I'm thinking about really doing is getting a 394 wrap and see if it will fit that tank. If it will, I'll put it on it. If not, I'll just buy a 288 half wrap off of eBay somewhere. They're really not that expensive. They're like 30 or 40 bucks, which is reasonable. I just know whoever used this saw, they used it. I do have one dog on there though, which is pretty cool. What I really thought about doing is seeing how well a 395 dog kit would actually work on this saw. If it will, I've got 3 sets, so I'll try it to see if it works. If it doesn't work, we'll move on from there, go somewhere else. But I do need to get a chain tensioner. I'm gonna try to fix the exhaust because I would like to really keep it original. I do know it's missing some bolts here and there, which I do have some bolts here that I can use. But other than that, I know that the AVs are going to be changed. Probably one of the first things. I do know that the spring right here is broke. Well, it's not broke, it just keeps slipping off the side. I'm gonna have to see why it's doing that. See, because it keeps wanting to, if I hold it up like that right there, and it works for a little bit and then it goes away. Probably just have to change the spring in it and it'll be fixed. This thing was sun baked. It sit out in the weather for a very long time. But that's all I have for this video. Until the next video, you guys have one for today.